So, Cal, in the last week, a friendly's been announced with Leeds Rhinos on the 1st of February next year. How big a boost is that for Doncaster?
Oh, it's great. To have the friendlies we've got against Hull, Hunslet, another to add in Leeds is real good for us. A lot of that one from Leeds is the relationship I've got with Gary Hetherington and Brian McDermott over there. Spoke to them and they were happy to come to the Keepmoat. So to have the Challenge Cup finalists, the winners, come here to the Keepmoat, I'm going to see if Gary will bring the cup along as well for some of the fans to get some photos. It's good, and the friendlies are vital for us. It's paramount that we have a look at everyone in them games. A lot of the players we've signed, they can play centre, back row, or wing, back row, full back. So, in the days gone by, a player who was probably, in my era, who done that, went from wing to back row, prop, and all in the forwards was Gary Mercer, who did really well. And he'd fit in real well in this day and age of this game because nearly every player can play in the back row or play in the centres. So I know a lot of the players that Cookie signed can do that, so he's going to have to, hence the reason it was paramount. We got a few friendlies chucked in there. We needed 4, so we've got a bigger squad, as everyone knows, and we want to give these young fellas as much opportunity as they can to try and get a jersey.
We're going to have 4 friendlies this season, Carl. How vital is that going to be ahead of a tough season?
Vital. The big, like I says, the squad's big, so Cookie's going to have a look at everyone, and they, like I say, they all play in different positions. He's got different permutations, and what we're wanting someone to wow us in the friendlies. We want one of the players that we just all look at each other and go, gee, he goes all right. And they'll get an opportunity to do that. So we're looking forward to them. We've announced 3 of them. We've got the other one that we're going to announce next Tuesday at 12 o'clock, which is massive for us. It's a real good one. And I'm sure the fans will be delighted for it.
Now, Dave Scott over the close season has become a European champion with Scotland. To have a European champion in the squad next season, what will that be like?
Oh, nothing short of what Scotty deserves. He works very, very hard. He's a professional. He's a clever kid. And to be fair, he done really well against New Zealand last year in the World Cup. When he played against them in the quarter or semi-finals, I think it was. And he deserves everything he gets because even though he's only a young lad, he works really, really hard, and he's a real vital part of our squad and an important member of the squad, and one of them players who we're looking to have at the club for many years to come. So we think a lot about him. We want to congratulate him as part of the club. The whole club Doncaster, and everyone wants to congratulate Dave Scott because he's gone and represented our club very, very well, and we're very, very proud of him.
And now in 2 years' time, he's going to be part of the 4 nations coming up against the likes of Australia, England and New Zealand. But I've got to ask you, obviously with the final coming up, are you confident that New Zealand can do it?
Oh yeah, I'd hope so. Obviously, it's where I sit, it's difficult, but I know everyone in this building was certainly prepared to give me a bit of flack on Monday if England would have put one over the Kiwis, but obviously it's going to be another 12 months before they can do that when they try and get us on home soil next year when there's 3 test matches here in the UK. So, hey, if New Zealand can't win it, I always want England to win it, and if they can't win it, I would have wanted Samoa to win it. So obviously you know what I'm saying here. I don't anyone but Australia. So hopefully we can do the job on the weekend, and I know that all the English will be behind the Kiwis anyway, so they're in the same frame of mind that the Aussies always win everything, and we always go for the teams who we don't think can beat them. So the Kiwis are looking good, and real good side, and I got up early to watch all the games, and again, England was very, very unlucky. I thought, they've improved immensely, and they just unfortunate, like the post with the kicks and fingernail from Ryan Hall the week before, and probably over here that try would have been given in the UK. But that's rugby league. That's Test match rugby league, and hopefully next year they can give us a game.